All right, this is my next question for you: is why are you going to war with Amber Rose?
She got out of line with her mouth, and I just had to let her know.
What was the first thing she said that set this off?
No, this is how it went, right? This really some clubhouse shit.
It always
now, you
is.
got to understand, right? You know, that's my backyard.
Right.
So when you ask me, right, if you say, hey, Wack, you out it with such and such, that's my guy, you putting the heat on him, could you leave him alone for me? And I say, you know what, Adam, because you called me, done.
I never asked you that.
I turn it off. No, but just real shit, right?
Am I allowed to ask you that?
Yeah, I feel we got that type of rapport with each other.
Interesting.
I would respect. You asked me that a week ago.
About who?
JT, the bigger figure. You lied to me. Told me he was coming next week. So we go out and congregate in the front.
Yeah, you were trying to press him, huh?
No. Listen, we congregate in the front. Security like, yo, Wack, how long y'all gonna be here? You worry about how long we gonna be here. You ain't never worried about that. But JT, the bigger figure, coming. That's cool, let him come. I don't have a problem with JT. But what I think, like I was telling Rock, some of these niggas be doing shit and saying shit, and they think I know. I promise you, if you don't send it to me, or people don't send it to me, I'll never know. So a lot of y'all, 90% of y'all, doing whatever you doing towards Wack100, I never see it.
I did a 3.5-hour interview with him, and I never got around to asking him why he doesn't like you. So I'm still kind of in the dark.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, okay.
He mad about when I talked about the business decision he did. I mean, was it dumb to me? I thought it was dumb.
In terms of what, game?
That was the dumbest shit he could have did in life.
So basically,
you do know he owned Game's first album.
Yeah,
he sold it for $250,000 to Alan Grunblatt at Koch Records. Alan sat back and watched Interscope sign him through Kenji Desperado, K-Dog, then from Mansfield, right? And watched them pick a date for the documentary. And when he seen the date on the documentary, Alan Grunblatt went and booked the same date and put his album that he gave JT $250,000 for right on the side of it. I brought the wrong motherfucking album when I went in there.
Right.
So he didn't do no promo, he didn't do no videos, he didn't do shit. He just positioned it on the side of the documentary and cleaned up $4-5 million the first weekend.
It's pretty smart.
For Alan.
Well, you don't consider it smart from JT? He should have held on to it?
The minute you seen Dre was fucking with him and all this was fucking with him, and you own this motherfucking album 100% unreleased music, you goddamn right.
But how much is an old weak-ass Game album? Like, that album was weak as fuck compared to the documentary, right?
Look, the worst thing I would have done was got a bigger bag up front with a partnership. He signed away everything. 100%.
And so you criticized this business decision, and then he has issues with you because you criticized it.
That was it. Listen, I respect his hustle. I told you that. I ain't got nothing bad to say. I don't know nothing about him, somebody doing anything to him. I know he's a natural born hustler. I've seen him hustle from the U.S. to Africa. But after about an hour, and they saying, he ain't gonna pull up till you leave, Wack. See, that's what I got a problem with. Because whatever you did to think I got a problem with you, if you know I'm here, then you should pull up.
I think they were probably gaslighting him and telling him some other reason why they didn't want him to pull up or they wanted him to wait.
Cap, because they was round the corner. When we left and bent to right, it was 4-5 people in a motherfucking Suburban parked right round the corner.
He came, oh yeah, he came with like 2 other people. Listen, but it was like an hour after you left.
No, it wasn't.
They weren't supposed to tell you the person that we were trying to avoid you running into.
Adam, let me ask you a question.
I was trying to avoid blood being shed in the parking lot.
Do you think, I want to see if we on the same wavelength.
Okay.
Do you think that I would violate or disrespect your place of business on any of my personal shit?
Yes.
You do?
If it came down to it,
no.
Do I think you're like eagerly going to do that? No. Do I think that when it comes down to it, and it doesn't have to be you. You come in here with a lot of guys who they seem like great people, but they also seem like they would definitely do something.
My people, listen. No, my people not gonna. They're not gonna disrespect me.
Today we got a little bit of a different crew, but your usual crew is here as well.
Crew is here, and then we got the homies from Compton Crib here, right? I got a man. I was locked up with this man 30 years ago, right? So I would never see a motherfucker that I gotta and trip here. That'd be disrespect. My respect for you is greater than my disregard for them.
I appreciate
now, of
that.
course, if I'm in a situation where my life is in jeopardy or a motherfucker stand up and try to get off on me, I got to do what I got to do as a man. But even then, I would limit to how far it went. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't say that for your friends.
Definitely. They're going to stop when I stop.
We all got
They're
that.
going to acknowledge.
Yeah.
They're going to acknowledge what we doing.
We're just trying to keep you away from people
Certain
where we're
homies,
going to
listen.
have those issues.
Hey, look,
you know?
Adam, listen, Adam. We got some homies that me and Rock know we can't bring around this shit. They not going to understand where them niggas from.
Too wild.
They're not going to understand. That's them.
Well, one thing about my homies is like we come in peace. Like we ain't looking for nothing, but if you bring it to us, then you gonna have an issue. But as far as us starting shit and shit like that, we know how to conduct ourselves like men. We ain't on none of that.
But the thing is that he takes the temperature to a boil on Clubhouse.
Well, that's only
and then when he runs
that's
into these people,
Clubhouse,
it's already simmering right at the top of the fucking pot.
What's simmering? Because
The water.
90% of the people, I don't even be knowing these niggas.
And that's part of the problem too.
No,
you
it
have
ain't.
so many enemies that you don't even know which
them ain't
people are
enemies.
your enemies.
You got the same motherfucker. You got enemies too. This
got
motherfucker.
enemies.
Hey, we all got enemies, but at the end of the day, you got to understand that like when this shit is content, we know what the fuck going on, but it's the people outside that take it to a whole nother level. So that's why sometimes when we do be on this motherfucker, when we do got these platforms and we do say shit, we already got to know what's coming with this shit. Because it be motherfucker. It was a dude walked up on me at the mall the other day. Rick Rock. I didn't know who the fuck this dude was, but I'm like, nigga, what's happening? He like, oh man, I follow you on.
Oh, I'll get you. You know what? I'm glad you told me that. Because if that's happening, Rock,
What
it's
homie
starting.
say
Now, as far as Amber Rose,
Oh shit.
I really was going to I want to give you the shit. Ray J called me, told me chill out, and Jason Lee came on Clubhouse to find me because I wouldn't answer his phone call. I knew why I was calling, and asked me to chill out. So I can't. I got to leave it where it's at.
Why are you implying that Wiz Khalifa is gay?
Didn't I just tell you that Ray J and Jason Lee told me to chill out? Now that came out of your mouth.
Well, I mean, that was the main thing that stood out to me is that you were threatening to expose Wiz Khalifa in this whole Amber Rose beef.
Let's just say this. My batting average is pretty high when I say I know I got some shit. Everybody know that. Niggas be talking some shit, woo. I'll put up the whole text thread. And niggas be like, oh, nigga.
But you got nothing against Wiz, right? He would just be a casualty of war if you were to expose whatever
Nothing
you're talking
against
about.
Wiz is a great guy, great artist, even better dad. You know what I'm saying?
You want to just tell the room right now and we'll censor it out?
What, tell the room what?
Whatever you plan on exposing about him?
See, your problem is, this is 2023. This ain't 1823.
I got nothing against
The
him.
black man is in control of
Seems
our
like a great
mind,
guy.
of our mouth. All that, we in control.
Okay.
You're not going to manipulate me, Adam, to get what you want.
I just figured that if you know something, you would want to tell the room.
As Captain Tazarian would say, came the night from the Caucasus Mountains.
Nice
You're
try,
not going to
wrong.
manipulate me,
Nice
Adam.
try, wrong guy.
Is this the anti-white hate speech you're
Nah,
perpetrating
that
on
was
me right
fucking
here?
much. Adam, listen. We do what we do.
You're gonna let
this
Wiz
week
live?
is the Adam and Wack show. Last week it was the Wack and Adam show, and then you came up with the other one. This white boy told me we're gonna call the show 22ster and the Rooster.
It's good, right?
22.
No.
It's got a nice ring to it.
No, because see, now what you're doing is you're adding more fire to some of my Crip comrades. Come on, Wack. Goddamn, man. Niggas know where you from, man. Why you just couldn't leave it to the Adam and Wack show?
But that's not the official name. That's like our secret,
That's
cool,
all
like
secret
clubhouse
shit.
name. Yeah,
I ain't got no secrets
not that
with you, though,
clubhouse.
Adam.
But
That's out.
Yeah, we got secrets.
No, the fuck we don't.
You're not down to have a secret with me?
No, absolutely not. You're a little different.
If I told you that I did some crazy, like some real
You're not
shit,
going to tell me nothing.
you're not going to keep my
pertaining
secret? If I
to-
tell you where the bodies are hidden, you're not going to keep
No,
my
I
secret?
don't want to know none of that.
You're
That ain't
going to
my
threaten on
That ain't
TMZ to
my
expose
business.
me or something?
That ain't my business.
I need everybody to check out NoJumper.com. We officially started a blog. It has in-depth articles about current events, music, etc., plus all of our content in terms of podcasts, interviews, etc. And you can get some exclusive new merch if you check out NoJumper.com. So make sure you tap in.